have two amazing business owners, entrepreneurs, experts in the field with me today, and I cannot wait to introduce you to them. First, we have Viridiana Ponce. Viri has provided training, coaching, and consulting services through her business, VP Consulting, in both Spanish and English to over 1,000 entrepreneurs since 2014. She supports clients in developing financial projections, managing finances, accessing capital, and strengthening their food operations. Viri draws on over 15 years of experience of accounting, finance, food, entrepreneurial experience, and mission to empower, enrich, and educate her community. Welcome, Viri.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Wonderful. And next we have Dr. Penny Mickey. And we're so honored to have her here today. Penny is the owner and operator of the Memphis-based gourmet popcorn business, Mickey's Popcorn. Penny worked with her husband to create a business that blends the nonprofit with the for-profit world on top of amazing flavors like Oreo and Kentucky bourbon caramel. Penny has firsthand experience of preparing her business and maximizing her profits. So welcome, great to have you, Penny.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yay, okay, we've got so much to cover, so I am gonna get right into it. And Vidi, I'd love to start with you. Can you tell us how does pricing strategy play into maximizing the profit margins?
So there's a direct impact, and it could really be the difference between making money or not. Because when we are developing and implementing a pricing strategy, an effective pricing strategy, then we are doing things like we are analyzing our costs, which means that hopefully we'll be able to cover all of those expenses. We're doing things such as understanding the market, demand, competition. We're understanding our consumer behavior. And that means that if we have the right price, that will incentivize people to purchase more. That could also increase revenue, increase loyalty, and then it'll also mean that we'll be able to leverage discounts. I have a quick example. I had a client who a couple of years ago was selling a popsicle, and she set her pricing just based on what everybody else was doing, and she priced it at $3. This was a couple of years ago, keep that in mind. And when we started calculating out her cost, we calculated that it cost $1 to make her product. So now we have $2. And then all her other expenses, so all her other operating expenses, rent expenses, were over $1. And then, so we have $1 left. And then I realized that she was giving $1 discount, leaving her with $0. And so that happens really, really often when we don't take the time to implement or develop an effective pricing strategy. So it has a direct impact.
Wow, that's such a good point. And it's kind of surfaces the topic of you've got to know your numbers, because the $2 profit was sounding pretty good, but now we're at $0. We don't love that. We don't love that.
Exactly.
My goodness. And Penny, I would love to have your thoughts on this as well.
So for Mickey's Popcorn, our pricing strategy really involves tactics around people and places. For us, it started off with really knowing our target customer and where they're going to purchase our product. So it's the who, the people, and the places where they're going to purchase it. So again, our business is a gourmet popcorn company. We're a consumer packaged good, and our flagship flavors are made with top shelf spirits. So our licensed co-branded flavor is a Tennessee whiskey caramel, and it places well in gift shops, event venues, hotels. It lands on the shelves in these places between $8 and $10 per bag. But now we're about to launch in Kroger. So now we're going into the land of retail, large grocer. Yes, we're very excited about it, but it's going to land on the shelf at Kroger at $6.99 a bag. And part of this reason is because now you're looking at basically the customer that's at Kroger is really the curious person about the product, because we're a new brand. It's a new flavor, an interesting flavor. And it's also individuals who maybe have already purchased the popcorn at one of these other venues, gift shops or a hotel or some sort of event venue. And now they want to repurchase our product because they liked it in that venue. So they may be willing, if they're at the casino or the gift shop, to spend $8 to $10. But if you're shopping at Kroger and this is just one item that you have on a long list of really expensive groceries, if we landed it on the shelf at Kroger at $8 to $10 a bag, we probably wouldn't sell. So that's an example of pricing strategy and how it does differ based on the customer and where they're going to actually purchase your product.
That's an excellent point, because you're right, your expectations as a consumer totally different at a gift shop than it's going to be when I'm filling out my cart at the grocery store, which is like a whole thing these days, let me tell you. So it's such an excellent point. I want to thank both Dr. Penny Mickey and Viridiana Ponce for coming today and sharing so much expertise. I mean, we have seen you in the chat. Thank you all for attending and being engaged. And we hope you feel more prepared to go and increase those profit margins in your business